been a while since I've done a video from any angle that's weird like this. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Sam, and welcome back to It's All Just Semantics. Today I'm cleaning. Cause as you can tell, this desk is a mess. And, this room is a mess. There's a second shelf that I need to figure out. And so I'm going to clean this desk. That's really what I'm going to be doing. I'm currently trying to do a 7 books in 7 days vlog. And so I have literally just started the audiobook for Gallant. I will be listening to that while doing this. Yeah, that's my plan for right now. That's really what I got. I'm gonna basically try and kind of keep the computers off, at least for now. I do need to clean the screens and all of that. I need to just clear off this entire desk. I have some things that really just need to be organized. But yeah, so that's the goal for right now. But first, I need to get myself some water. And I need to get some cleaning supplies. So let's start with that. And then I'll come back and we'll film this part. Because I also need to switch the battery in my camera now that it's on the tripod. So, woohoo. I'm honestly tired, and it's only 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm tired right now. Like, it's ridiculous. I need to sleep more, I think, something like that. But then I can also give you guys a bit of an update on some reading stuff. So I got some cool things going, and I think you guys will be excited about it.
What's it like to be the one that he turns to when he's out of answers? What's it like to be the one that he comes to when he wants to dance? And I wonder what's that like? I have got him on my mind, but he doesn't know my name, and I'm running out of time. I wish you felt the same, and I'm acting stupid like every day. Don't know what to do or what I should say, 'cause I've got him on my mind, but he doesn't know my name. What's it like to hold his hand when he tells you that you're all he wants? And it's midnight, oh, I'm thinking about him. I have got him on my mind, but he doesn't know my name, and I'm running out of time. I wish you felt the same, and I'm acting stupid like every day. Don't know what to do or what I should say, 'cause I've got him on my mind, but he doesn't know my name.
up from my window. Sun's coming up like the day before. You're like a stone on my pillow. I don't make a sound when I shut the door. You don't have to wake up yet. We can spend all day in bed. I'll put the TV in the room. We'll have a Netflix marathon, Kenny G saxophone. We'll order in a bunch of food. I'll put your favorite music on, all the way baritone. Yeah. Shut the lights, go infrared. We can spend all day in bed. I'll get the wine and the corkscrew. You don't have to do one single thing. You don't know how much I want you. Just looking at you makes my whole world spin. You don't have to wake up yet. We can spend all day in bed. I'll put the TV in the room. We'll have a Netflix marathon, Kenny G saxophone. We'll order in a bunch of food. I'll put your favorite music on, all the way baritone. Shut the lights, go infrared. We can spend all day in bed. I'll put the TV in the room. We'll have a Netflix marathon, Kenny G saxophone. We'll order in a bunch of food.
Alright, now that the desk is much less cluttered and the shelves above are organized, let's go through the books that I'd really like to read this spring. I'm going to start off with two that I'm actually currently reading that are, I just really want to finish anyways. The first of which is Song of Silver, Flame Like Night by Emily Wenzel. I am 125 pages into this book. I am honestly really, really enjoying this fantasy story. I just haven't picked it up again recently, so I would like to do that again very soon, hopefully. There is a sequel to this that I also have that would be great to finish this year. And then I'm also 138 pages into Locklands by Robert Jackson Bennett. This is the third and final book in the Foundries trilogy, which is like a sci-fi fantasy series. Really enjoying it. This one is not my favorite of the series so far. It is the last one. So far, the first one is still my favorite, followed very, very, very closely by the second one. This one's a little bit further behind. He has a habit of skipping years between books, and I'm just not the biggest fan of that. I understand why he did it. Unfortunately, it just isn't my favorite thing to do. But I do still want to finish this series. It is intriguing. I am curious to see what happens in the end. And I am very excited to read this. Or finish it. So this next book I actually pulled for my TBR for March. And I just want to read it anyways. But that's Fangirl Down by Tessa Bailey. This is her newest book. This is a golf romance. Golf, which is such a weird thing to say. But honestly, it sounds really cute, and I really love this cover. So these covers have kind of got me in chokehold. I love them so much. Next, I have added The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers to this list. I have mentioned before, I did start this book at one point just because I wanted to. And then it's a really quick read. It's really fun. It reminds me of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I read that one years ago. It's still one of my favorite classics. And so I do want to read this one. along those lines, I have The Spare Room by Andrea Bartz, which is a thriller that has been on my radar for a while now lately, or especially lately, and I'm very intrigued by the concept of this book. So this follows a woman who takes a spare room with a couple and ends up becoming romantically involved with them, only to realize that the person who was there before her has vanished, and she's very curious what is going on. So this is a short thriller, but I'm super intrigued by it. Next, I have The House Witch by Delmock. This is volume 2. This does look more like a fall book, so I'm curious to see if this is more fall than spring, but I really want to get back in and read this series. I absolutely adored the first one. It was so much fun. But the more I look at it, the more I'm thinking this is like more autumn and fall with the sunflowers, the turkey, the pie, and all of that kind of stuff. But this book was absolutely adorable. I absolutely adored the first one, so I really want to read more. Next, I've got Flirtosaurus by Erin Malone. I really just want to read this one. This is a romance between a paleontologist and an astronomer, and it's supposed to be absolutely adorable. We have met Erin Malone. She is a wonderful human being, and I want to read this whole series this year. So I have all of them. I should read them. Next, I have Kiss My Cupcake by Helena Hunting. This is supposed to be like a cute Grumpy Sunshine, I think, romance, and I think she's supposed to be the grump. I don't remember. I might be completely off on that. I really don't know. But she has a boozy cupcake store, and he has an axe throwing bar. I love it so much. Feels very spring to me. Maybe not quite as spring, but I do want to read The Shadow of the Gods by John Gwynne. This hopefully this spring, we'll see. It's a long book, but I do have the audiobook for it. Norse mythology mixed with fantasy. I am here for it. I'm excited. 2 left. I've got Raiders of the Lost Heart by Joe Segura. I really think I'm going to read this one soon. I'm so excited about this book, and I'm so excited. It's a archaeology romance, enemies to lovers, or like adversaries to lovers, and I'm so excited for it. And then the last one that's on my list is on my list because it's the book I got most recently from Twisted Retreat, which is the horror book box I subscribe to, and that is In the Roses of Pieria. This is by Anna Burke, and this is a vampire romance, I think. And honestly, it doesn't look very spring-like, but I love the mushrooms and all the details on here. Come back. I love the details, like all the mushrooms and such on here. This is a very intriguing cover. If you're looking for the original cover, I believe this is it. Possibly. It might be, might not be. I don't know. But I kind of like this cover a little bit better, which is unfortunate. No, it can't be. I have no idea what the original cover looks like, honestly. But I have 2 different covers, so that's very exciting. And then underneath the dust jacket, this is what it looks like. So, I mean, come on, guys. This book is absolutely gorgeous with these sprayed edges. It is exclusive and signed, exclusive edition and signed for Twisted Retreat. But I am so excited for this book, and there is a little ribbon bookmark in here, too. So I will be hopefully reading this as well. I'm going to flip this around because I really like having the red. And so, hold on. Oh, that looks so nice. So here's the front, the side, and the back. I do think I like that better. Okay, cool. All right, but that's the books that I'm hoping to read this spring. So there's a solid number of them, and another one and 2 more that I want to finish. So yes, that's what I've got for you guys here. So yeah. How is that to put it? I've been trying to get more into the habit of doing like quarterly TBRs as well, so that way I have somewhere to kind of shoot for when it comes to picking my TBR, although I am noticing right now. So I started noticing this because of my class that I'm taking this semester. I'm taking a YA selection course for my degree, and I'm noticing that I don't read a lot of YA anymore. the only YA I tend to pick is actually fantasy. So that's an interesting development I hadn't realized until I started taking this class. But we'll see what happens. I don't know. That's what I got. Alright, so the last part of this, whatchamacallit, of this spring wrap-up. I know, different clothes, different day. I'm sorry, it's dark outside now. It also snowed today, so that's a whole thing. But the last part of this that I did want to touch on was my works in progress, what I'm working on right now, my stories, because that's kind of why this channel is here. Excuse me. I've been working on stuff. That's kind of the first thing in general. I have written over 40,000 words so far this year in my general projects. That doesn't include fanfiction. I am not counting fanfiction in this part, mostly because I don't publish my fanfiction. And that's usually just kind of an exercise for me. So, but in general, I've actually been doing pretty well on working on the projects that I wanted to work on. For the first couple months of this year, I did have it in my head to just kind of work with what was working, what was coming to me, what was making sense to me, not force myself into working on a specific project more than I needed to. And I did force myself to work on certain projects. For instance, I did force myself to work on the co-author fantasy book a bit more. And I ended up actually really enjoying what I was writing. And I actually got 26,000 words in on that co-author fantasy book. We did rework a lot of the stories, so it is a bit of starting from scratch in some points. So that's going to be, honestly for me, I'm really excited for that. And I think it's going to end out very well for that story. I've worked a little bit on my romance series as well. I did manage, I have gotten 10,000 words in on Katie's book, which is still technically the third book in the series, but it's the only one that's complete as of right now. I also got 100 words so far this year in on the first book in the series, which is actually going to be my concentration for next month for Camp NaNoWriMo, but that's going to be coming in a future video for next week, so be on the lookout for that one. I have actually worked on the second book, which is very exciting because that one I wasn't sure what I was doing for it, but the exciting thing for my romance quartet is that I actually finally made little picture references for these stories, so I will put them up here. We have Sanders' book, we have Adon's book, we have Katie's book, and we have Endo's book. And so those are the 4 books that I'm writing in that series. I did write a very, very little bit, like less than 100 words in my Cozy Mystery series, but I also did not count the outline in those words, so that doesn't really count. And I wrote over 3,000 words in short stories, which is very exciting. And I actually wrote another 500 words today, but I haven't put that in my spreadsheet because my spreadsheet only covers the months that are completed. So this really only covers up through February. If we're looking at March, that's a whole other spreadsheet, and now everything's green. But for the month of March, I have added another 3,000, almost 4,000 words to Katie's book. I've added another almost 3,000 words to Adon's book, which is the second book in the series, and then another almost 3,000 words to the co-author fantasy book. So I am still working on things. I am definitely making progress in these, but for this year, it does seem as though the co-author fantasy book, my 4 romance books, the short stories are going to be the ones that are a priority, at least for this first half of the year. My goal is to have at least 2 of these romance books completed by the end of the year, and I would like to be at least halfway, if not all the way through, the co-author fantasy book, the first one at least for this, so we can get a draft out. I think that would be very nice and really important to do. I'm not going to get into fan fiction in this video. If you guys want me to talk about my fan fiction at all, just let me know, but it's just a lot of fun. It's kind of how I'm generating ideas as well. I have also kept track of the number of book ideas I have come up with this year. I have kept track of the number of book ideas I have come up with this year, and so far we're at 10. Although 8 of them are technically kind of like coexisting, and I don't think it's 8. It's just like the 8 different ideas that work together. But I think it would end up being like 4 or 5, maybe 6 at the most. But I don't think it would be any more than that. So it's a lot of fun though. I'm having a great time just coming up with new ideas. So that's honestly really my reset. That's what I got for you guys here. So I hope you enjoyed this. What are you guys doing to get yourselves all set and ready for spring? I'm not gonna lie, reorganizing my desk has changed so much, has really helped. Honestly, everything is so much more organized now and it just feels a lot less tense. I feel a lot more relaxed with how everything's laid out. It's going very well. But that's what I got for you guys here today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. It really does help me out. And until next time, guys, stay safe, stay healthy, keep reading, and keep moving forward. Bye.